Coach Colin Castello here with Shot Mechanics Basketball, and today you're going to learn how to do 3 nasty crossovers that Kemba Walker uses to break his defender's ankles. Alright, so Kemba's having a phenomenal season, and he's one of the best ankle breakers in the NBA. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through 3 of his kind of signature moves that he uses all the time to break his defender down and get by them. So what you can do is you can master these moves, you can master 1, 2, or all 3, put them into your arsenal, and you're going to be much more deadly right away. Alright, before we jump into it, I also wanted to give you a little hookup. So you can click the link in the description or the button above to get a free copy of my #1 scoring workout. This scoring workout is probably going to change the way you think about your training, and it's going to increase your scoring average probably the very first time you use it. That's how powerful it is. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. All right, let's learn how to break some ankles like Kemba.
All right, so the first move we've got is the retreat attack. Now this isn't actually a crossover, but it's still used a lot like one to break ankles. So it all begins as you drive to the basket, but you're cut off by a defender. So this is a great move to get your defender sliding after they cut you off and open up that lane to the basket. So the first thing that you want to think about with this move is the stop. Generally it works best to stop with your inside foot planting hard, that way it's driving the defender. Here you also want to keep the ball close to your body, that way it's protected from the defender. And you want to keep your eyes up and survey the floor to see your options. All right, so next that you got him sliding, you're going to use one retreat dribble to get extra space away from the defender, and that way you can see what you got. Here you want to read what they do. If the defender stays put, this is a great time to raise up into a mid-range jump shot. But if they start to close the distance, this is the great time to hit him with the hesitation explode dribble. So the first thing you want to do is drop your inside foot back, and that's going to open up your chest towards the middle of the floor. So at the same time, you're going to load your back foot and do a simultaneous in-out dribble to explode back the direction you originally attacked. Then you just got to beat your hips by their hips and you're golden. Here you also want to keep in mind pace, right? You're driving hard, they're cutting you off, you're backing it out and adding just a little bit of a hesitation before pushing into your explosion. If you can do those keys, you're going to get them to close the space and you'll have an opportunity to break their ankles. All right, so the next crossover we've got is the behind the back pullback. And this is an awesome move to get separation if your defender's playing you really tightly. So the move all begins as you attack the basket, and it works best if you can get your defender's hips even with your own. So when you're driving, you're gonna wait till they begin to cross their feet to run with you, and at that point, you're gonna slam on the brakes with your outside foot. So immediately after planting your outside foot, you're gonna drop the ball behind your back and gather and load into a jump shot. The key here is you wanna do it quickly. You don't wanna pause in between your plant and your behind the back. You also wanna sink your hips low as you plant that foot. That gives you more space for the ball to pass behind your legs on the behind the back dribble. Then as you gather the ball, load your hips, keep your heels off the ground, and finish off the play with a jumper. Now you're not always gonna shoot a jumper. Sometimes the D's gonna react quickly, but this is a great opportunity to then break them with another crossover afterwards. Next up, we've got one of my personal favorites, and that's the hop crossover. So we call this a hop crossover because it starts with a simple hop. An easy way to practice it is to pretend like you're skipping. And basically all you're gonna do is you're gonna hop off of one foot and then plant on your inside foot and explode the opposite direction. Now this move's great because when you hop, the change of pace causes your defender to relax and they start moving the same direction with you. So after the skip or the hop, you just have to read it. If the defender jumps, you cross over hard planting on that foot and attack the basket. If they don't react to the hop, you can simply continue on your drive path. So the easiest way to make this read is to look at your defender's top foot. So you notice it in this clip as Kemba hops, the defender's outside foot starts to come high. And with the crossover, it's always effective to attack the top foot because that's gonna cause them to drop their hips and have to swivel. So once you plant hard and crossover opposite, just make sure that you attack downhill in a straight line towards the basket. So just work on the timing and the footwork and you'll be breaking ankles like Kemba Walker in no time.
All right, if this video helped you out, go ahead and do me a huge solid and hit that like button, and then into the comment section down below and let me know what sort of video you want to see next. This is a channel for the people, by the people, and I run pretty much everything off a request, so leave it down below and hopefully we'll be able to get to it. And if you're new to Shot Mechanics, welcome to the Splash Army, and you're going to want to do 2 things. Number 1, hit that subscription button because we put out videos every week and they're all going to get you better, I guarantee it. Second thing you want to do, like I mentioned before, you're going to want to click the button above or the link in the description, get that free copy of my #1 scoring workout. Like I mentioned, it's going to change the way you think about training and really turbocharge your scoring, so you're definitely not going to want to miss that. Again, I'm Coach Colin Castello with Shot Mechanics Basketball. Thanks for watching, and until next time, splash on.